I was thinking about the chaos of school trips when we occasionally allowed children to visit the shop at school trips. But the amount of learning that happened because of that, and I know it's chaotic, and I know it's tricky to manage the equity of that as well when some children have got money and some children haven't, and all those sorts of things. But the conversations that I used to have with children about whether they could afford something or not, and how they knew, and how they could, looking at the money that they had left in their little purse or wallet or whatever they brought with them, and what they could buy because they were desperate to spend this money. It was burning a hole in the. If they took it home, it was going back to mum or dad,
Yeah.
wasn't it? So it needed to be spent. What's the most random thing you bought on a school trip, Becky? I reckon mine.
Well,
I'll give you a moment here. I reckon mine. We went on a school trip, an overnight school trip, in about year 8, I think, to France. So we left at about midnight from school, and we got back about midnight the following night, or maybe 1 in the morning. And we travelled down from Derby to went over on the ferry, I think, as far as Calais. We never left Calais. That was it. But we had a little wander around. We went to a hypermarket, and I still had some money left. So I'd gone all the way to France, and I brought back my mum a box of mint matchmakers from the hypermarket in France. They didn't even have French writing on them. They were just a box of mint matchmakers. I knew that she liked mint matchmakers, and I certainly liked them. So, even if she didn't appreciate them, I knew I would. But yeah, I couldn't quite afford the ball sets and things like that they had over there. But I thought, yeah, box of mint
that's it.
matchmakers. And I
I
couldn't
think
understand when she was disappointed.
a lot of
Oh,
thought went into that.
yeah.
I mean, children, I love taking children to the shop on a school trip. Yes, it's chaos, but it's wonderful chaos. And it often is the thing they remember the most, even though they've seen all this glorious history or art or whatever it is. And I think it is a case of they want to spend as much as they can of that money. So sometimes they do end up with a little bit of a random selection. When I must have been maybe I was not at school yet, but my sister is 4 years older than me. She went on a school trip and she wanted to bring me back a present, and the thing that she wanted to buy me was an ice lolly.
Oh,
She must have
she
been
was in sixth
maybe
form at the time, yeah.
6.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
she was
right,
18.
okay, yeah.
Now, obviously, the teacher did explain that she couldn't take me an ice lolly home, but I love that story, and I just think, oh, that just says it all, doesn't it? Going to the school trip with the money, and you're thinking about other people and what you might want to take home to show them.
Absolutely, yeah. Box of matchmakers and ice cream. Says a lot about you, Becky, and what you were into at that. An
Yeah, the
ice
age of
lolly
2.
was the ultimate. Yeah, yeah. You weren't allowed to buy them out from the house. We've got ice lollies at home in the freezer.
Yeah.